3 weeks ago, my wife and I walked our daughter down the aisle. I've spent years preparing for moments in life, sermons and meetings, weddings, funerals, difficult moments, and beautiful ones in this life. But I wasn't prepared for that walk because somewhere between carrying her as a little girl and watching her become a wife, time did what time always does. It moved faster than I thought. As Father's Day approaches, I found myself reflecting on what it means to be a father, not just to my children, but to have been someone's son. And the older I get, the more I realize that those two stories are connected. When you're young, you mostly notice what your parents did. As you get older, you begin to understand what they carried. You begin to see the sacrifices, the worries, the decisions they made that they weren't sure they were making the right ones. You begin to realize they were just trying to figure out. I think about my own father. I think about the lessons he intentionally taught and the ones he probably didn't realize that he was teaching. I think about work ethic and showing up, doing what needed to be done and helping people, keeping your word, the things that become part of you long before you have language for them. Then one day you become the parent, and suddenly you're the one hoping you've said enough, that you've loved enough, you've guided enough, you've protected enough, you prepared them enough. You spend years tying shoes, teaching lessons, helping with homework, attending games and events, having conversations in car rides and around the dinner table. And then one day you look across the room and realize they're adults, not because they stopped needing you, but because they learned to stand on their own. 3 weeks ago, as we watched our daughter get married, I wasn't thinking about all the milestones everyone talks about. I was thinking about the ordinary moments, the conversations, the rides to school, the laughter, the struggles, the moments that felt small at the time. Because those are the moments that actually build a life. And maybe that's one of the lessons of fatherhood. The goal was never to hold on. The goal was always to prepare them to move forward. Fatherhood has taught me that influence isn't measured in control, it's measured in presence. It's measured in showing up day after day, year after year, often without realizing which moments will matter the most. Most of what shaped my children didn't happen in grand speeches. It happened on ordinary Tuesdays, ordinary dinners, ordinary conversations, ordinary moments that became extraordinary because we shared them together. As Father's Day approaches, I'm grateful. Grateful for my father, grateful for the lessons I received, grateful for the opportunity to be a father myself, and grateful that while seasons change, relationships don't end. Because fatherhood doesn't stop when your children become adults. It simply takes shape. It simply changes shape, and maybe that's the gift, to spend years helping someone become who they're meant to be, then having the privilege of watching them become it. If you're a father, what's one ordinary moment with your children that means more to you now than it did at the time? I'd love to hear your story. Until next time,